So once that radical's all by itself, yes, feel free to square both sides. So we have x minus 4 is equal to 49. Make sure you square both sides. Square both sides. So it should be x equal to 53. Should be, right? Should be. Anytime you're doing a radical equation or what we're about to do later on today, an absolute, you got to check it. Okay? Got to check it. Lucky for you guys have the easiest check I've had in my whole teaching career, which is you go to the calculator and type it in equations. All right, so let's do that. All right, I want to make sure we're good on the calculator. Go over to equations. Because sometimes when you're dealing with the radical and absolute value, when you plug it back in, it doesn't equal each other. So I need to reject answers sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes. So square root x minus 4 equal to, what do we have, 7? All right, obviously we got an answer of 53, so it's probably going to give me no solution right here. All right, so make sure we have a range where it fits what we think the answers are. And there you go, 53. So we're good. All right, sometimes you may not see that. All right, especially if we have two answers, it may only have the one. So it's not, and hey, I hate to put it this way, but it's not negotiable. You got to check any radical or absolute value equation. Got to check. All right, I'm going to turn this over to you guys. Not ready to square yet. What do you want me to do first here? Not ready to square yet. Like hearing from you guys. Shoot, Ethan, what do we got to do first before we square anything? Yep, move that 5 over. So we get square root of 3 plus x equals 3. And then now we can square both sides. Equals 9. X equals 6. And just to speed it up so you don't have to keep listening to me all day, I'll let you know when to check and when not to check. All right, that one's going to be fine. But tomorrow on the assignment, you check all the time. All right, I'm just trying to quicken things up here. All right, is it all by itself here?
Yeah.
All right, let's square it. All right, act like you've been here. We just didn't waste the last 2 days. What's up next here? What do we got up next to start solving this for x? Go ahead, Isabel. Darn right. X squared minus 3x plus 2. All right, factor that for me. What are your two numbers when you have them? Two numbers when you have them. Grant, hello?
X minus 2, x minus 1.
Good work. And then maybe I get x equals 2 and x equals 1. Always got to check. So go ahead and check. Go to equations, check it. How's they look? How do they look? I got to reject anything? Nope. All right, so we accept both. Got to check, though. Got to check. Any issues? Oh, let's have some fun now. We're done with the basic ones. Whoa, that is definitely not by itself. Little help. First move. Isabel, going back to you. On fire today. Darn right. Darn right. Do your addition and subtraction out of there. That is still not by itself. There's still something attached to it. You cannot square it unless the square root has nothing attached to it. So how do I get rid of that attachment? One zip. Kate, welcome back. Darn right. I think there was something like that in the Regents when you guys solved that radical one. I don't know. I think there was something attached to it and you had to divide it out. Good times. We don't care anymore. We all passed, right? Square, square. We got -4 or +4, sorry. And you guys save yourself some time. It'll work. All right, that's not going to get rejected. It'll work. All right, you better buckle up. Studs only on this one. Not alone. By far, not alone. Do something there, Marty. Come on.
Are we still? Oh, 5.
Yeah.
+2.
All right, add 2. Hey, can't combine it. Don't try to force it. Can't combine it, so just write it. 2x + 2. All right, take our time. I'm going to slow it down. Now it's by itself. So square both sides. I get x + 6 over here. Come on now. We've been down this road how many times this year? We are not going to be pulling this, right? All right, what are we going to do? Off to the side or maybe right here in the problem? Take 2x + 2 and multiply it by itself. We've been down this road a lot. All right, go ahead. I'll ask somebody in a second what you ended up with over on the left side. And the fun's not even done after that part. I don't know what you got. Combine everything for me too here. So go ahead, do your double distribution. What are we going to end up with there on the left side? All right, Kate, let's go. Dig deep. What do you got for me? Yeah, good start. Oh, look at you showing off. Plus?
4.
Yeah, yes. We're all good there. Any issues? We got to see where that came from. All right, now what's your next move up here? We spent 2 days on it. Emma?
Don't you factor?
Not ready to factor yet. Not yet. Can't factor it unless it's got to be equal to 0. Then we can factor. All right, so let's move over the x and move over the 6. Got to be equal to 0 first. Huh. Ready for this one. 4x squared plus 7x minus 2. Woo. Oh, what is he doing? Combining days? Look at this guy. Combining today with day 1. Any GCF? Nope. Odd number of terms. All right, here you go. Suggestion. Come on, we spent 2 days here. Spent 2 days. Hi, Gabby.
To the times 4 times 2, and then make the 7 2 terms.
Okay, so we're taking this 3 term and making it into 4 terms. Good. Yep. All right, Gabby said multiply the 4 and the -2. So here you go, kids. 2 numbers that multiply to -8, but are going to give me a +7 in that middle. You got this. Multiply to -8, but a +7 in the middle. What are those numbers? Okay, I got it. Paige got those. Good. Plus 8x minus 1x. Perfect. And again, that order can go either way. Doesn't have to go in a specific one. Now group them. Whew, this is a beast, this problem, huh? Who would have thought coming in here this year you could handle something like this, huh? Confidence. Confidence. You've been able to handle it all along. Just have to bring it out in you. Kate, back to you. Because you owed us some for being out yesterday. What do you got taken out of the first one?
4x.
Yeah. And what are you left with?
X plus 2.
All right, you better be left with an x plus 2 next. What do you want to take out? Yeah. And be left with x plus 2. Good. Whew. Finish the grouping for me. Finish the grouping. Oh, 1 max. Finish that grouping. What goes into my first parenthesis?
4x minus 1.
Yep. And then the second.
X plus 2.
Again, could be reversed as well. All right, ready to find out possible answers. We get x equals -2. Are we all right on how to get the answer from 4x minus 1? So I feel like we're a little shaky on that one. Everyone can do it when it's just an x plus or minus a number, but then I put a number in front of x and chaos ensues. If you're unsure, set it equal to 0 and solve. So x equals 1/4 maybe. All right, go ahead. Check her up. Check it. Do I actually end up with these two? I'm actually going to check this myself. Bless you. 2x equal to radical x plus 6. Get out of there. Hey, you can stay there. Oh, what happened? Only one answer. 0.25, 1/4. So it looks like you have to go back and show me you are rejecting that -2. Where's my rejection button? There it is. All right, all good? That was tough, huh? Whew. Oh, you want more. You're hungry. What the heck are you doing to this? What is the deal there, huh? There's nothing to move over. They're all by themselves. So if they're all by themselves, square both of them. All right, there you go. Just wanted you to get you a little exposed to this. Square both. You're balanced on both sides. Find that answer, check it. When you are ready, take your time. When you are ready, let me know what you guys have for your answer, or maybe answers. Who knows? Gabby, when you're ready.
I got x equals 9.
Yep. And if anybody hasn't done it, I'll save the time it works. All right, there it is. So any questions on the radicals before we go absolute value? All right, I didn't do any reviewing of absolute values for the Regents exam. Thank God it wasn't on there, huh? But there's a reason why I pair them with radicals. Same rules got to apply. That absolute value has to be all by itself before we do anything. And it's not squaring, but it does have to be all by itself. All right, so that's the first thing. Just like a radical equation, absolute value all by itself. Anybody want to drop knowledge how I solved these absolute value ones from last year? Go ahead, Max, drop some knowledge.
You do it twice, but one of the times you do it, you switch the signs.
You need 2 equations. Perfect. 2. You make 2 equations. First equation's the easiest. Pretend the absolute value is not even there. All right, so we're going to make 2 equations. First one, pretend, drop them. Drop the absolute value. Second one. Now, I may teach this different than what you've learned last year because this is the easiest for me to do. I drop the absolute value, but I change the signs on everything on the other side of it. So instead of 12, it's going to be negative 12. Now, whoever you had last year may have taught you change everything inside the absolute value and keep the other side the same. That's fine too. All right, you got to keep one side the same, change every sign on the other side. Okay, so decide today what's best for you. I keep the absolute value the same and change what's over on the other side. Go ahead, Gabby.
Wait, so the other equation can be 3x plus 6.
Nope, the other equation would be negative 3x. Negative 3x plus 6. You have to change the signs on everything. That's important. Glad you brought that up. Okay, you have to, whatever side you choose, every sign needs to be the same, just not the one in between. Good, Gabby? Okay, so here we go. Now you solve each, and we're going to check. 3x equals 18. X is equal to 6, maybe. And then over here, 3x equals what? Negative 6. So x could possibly equal to negative 2, maybe. And we got to check. Just like radicals, we got to check these. Absolute value button is the toolbox. Hit the toolbox, and it should be the first option, I believe. Okay, hit your toolbox. I'll do this with you as well. This is my first time using it. So what do we got here? Toolbox, absolute value, 3x minus 6 equal to 12. How's it look, kids? That's a good interval for me. All right, perfect. Gives me both of them. All right, so that's the only chain. All right, make sure it's alone, just like the radicals, and make two equations out of the absolute values. All right, here we go. Back to you guys talking. Back to you guys. We're not ready to make two equations yet. You are not ready to make two equations. Why not? What's got to get moved? Here we go. Ones. Drew, hello back there. What's got to get moved? The 4. How?
Subtract.
Darn right. All right. Two equations. One with just drop the absolute values. And the second one, again, your call. You know, whatever you're comfortable with. I keep what's inside the absolute value and then change the signs on the other side. That's how I roll. Make sure it's both signs are changed. Both signs are changed. Go ahead, solve those up real quick. Let me know what you got for solutions, and then we'll see if both of them are accepted or not. We're almost done, huh? When you're ready, let me know what you got for both possible solutions. We haven't checked yet. We haven't checked. Gabby, when you're ready. Unchecked answers.
Unchecked.
Yes.
I got x equals 2.5.
And?
X equals negative 3/2.
Yep, I'm going to put negative 1.5. Yep, same thing. Same thing. And we'll save time. They both check. Okay, they do both check here. They both check. Any issues with the absolute value? How's that look, Graham? Good? Bringing back some good times last year? All right. All right, hey, 9, absolute value all by itself. Yep, yeah, nothing's got to get moved. It's all by itself. So now you can create, once it's by itself, create your two equations. One with the absolute value symbols dropped. And again, I can't stress this enough. Change both signs, just not the one in between. So I'm going to keep to the way I do it, 3x minus 1. But on the other side, negative x minus 5. Change both, just not the sign in between. And I just have one, don't pack up yet. I have one thing to talk about, one more thing to talk about before we end it today. have those answers, let me know when you're ready. The unchecked ones, anyway. Ariana, when you're ready, the unchecked ones.
X equals 2 and x equals 1.
Where'd you get those? Do we have the same equations?
Oh no, x equals 4 over 2. X equals 1.
Where are you getting those from?
I did.
What'd you do over here?
I subtracted the 1 and the 5. I mean the x and the 5.
And got,
Oh, that's okay. I accidentally did a.
okay, it's fine. Regroup. You got redemption always in here. You got redemption.
Okay, x equals 3.
Yeah.
And x equals.
Look at these mugs I get to stare at every day. Look at their numbers there. Where did these pictures come from, huh?
I'm still getting 1. X equals -1.
-1.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. -1. And they both work. Real quick, may happen tomorrow, probably will, and it didn't happen for us today. Let's say you only get one answer, but you go to NumWorks and it says no solution. You can have no solution as an answer. So if you reject the one and there's no other solutions, you write no solution. That is possible. Okay, that is possible. All good? All right, please don't move on and do the classwork. That's for tomorrow. Whew, it's really tough in here, huh? Whew. And you learn a little